Hello, hello, hello. It's Tuesday. It must be Tuesday, for I'm here. It's cold out there tonight. Brr, I don't appreciate it much. It's too cold for my liking. Brr. It made me feel a little bit off, you know? Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so we're here. It's Tuesday night. We're here again. It is the 9th of January. 7 people in. Blimey. Very quiet though. Make yourself known, O members of the chat room, denizens of the deep. Reveal yourself. Oh, blimey, we could get a bit of dog cam in. Dog cam. A bit of dog cam. Can we adjust that one? Nice. Wrong one. There we go. We can get a bit more exposure in there. Yeah, it's alright. Oh, there's filters we can do. Bright, blossom. Yeah. I didn't know they could do filters. Anyway, a little bit of dog cam there for you. Bit of a diversion. Oh, it is quiet. 10 people in, cool. One like. But no one in the chat. Oh, Rene's in. Hello, Rene. Rene is here. He is present. He announced himself. Oh. There's less than half an hour left to go for the raffle. For the Jethro Tull box set. I shall post the link. It's exciting. We're going to do the announcement. I think we're going to do the announcement. I don't know how it works. I think they email the people at raffle. They do the draw and then they announce the winner. I'm quite excited. I've not done this before. For someone who's in, he says it's cold January evening indeed. It is. I'm not enjoying it. The weather is just too cold. I'm not enjoying the breeze. It's made me feel a bit off, I must admit. I feel really, really blown out. It's just 28 minutes to go. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, I'm not really enjoying it. Not that I ever do enjoy the cold weather, but I don't know. I just find it, I don't know if it's my age or whatever. David asked, did you get many entries in the raffle? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows? Should I even... I don't know if we'll reveal it. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a secret between me and the raffle people. But there will be another one. You see, again, because it doesn't matter how many people entered, it's how many tickets were sold. And tickets were sold. And that's the important thing. So let's just say I got enough tickets to cover the cost of the raffle, and so there'll be another one. So that's all you need to know. And when I don't get cover the cost, that's when it stops, I guess. Like I said, I've never done this before, so it's it's fun. It's fun to see if it works, and I've never used this system before, so yeah, it'll be interesting. But I think at the end of the 28 minutes, how long is it now? 27 minutes. The raffle is automatically drawn by the website, and the winner is announced. They're emailed, and then I find out who it is too. So it's kind of exciting, isn't it? Really, it's exciting. Oh, and we'll do this. We'll do this again. We'll do this every fortnight or so. Just says, hi Darren. I finally had my bowel operation 1 week ago. Went well. As a consequence, I've basically been legally high since I'm on max strength painkillers. Played Floyd. Thought I was 16 again. Oh dear. Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be 16 again. Well, hopefully you recover and it wasn't too traumatic for you. The funny thing about the bowel is I still really don't know how it works. All they can do is like remove it, or give you a stoma or whatever. It's not like they can replace bowels with other bowels. They can't do bowel transplants or grow bowel tissue. So yeah, bowels and the digestive system's a bit of a mystery still. It's not as well known as the rest of our bodies. But yeah, get well soon, Jez. And it's hard when you go through, well, any surgery. Every surgery has a risk. So let's hope you recover. Your health. I won't ask anymore. Anyone got anything they want to talk about tonight? No? We just do the raffle and then sod off, shall we? And see how that works. Again, I don't know what anybody wants to talk about. If anybody wants to talk at all, I do not know. 13 people in. Oh, it's busy. It's busy. Oh, it's quiet out there tonight. No one talking? No one have a topic? Oh, blimey, there's a hot beverage appeared from nowhere. Thank you. Door is closed. We're locked in now. Oh no, we're locked in. Rene says, trying to pay right now. 4th time, I guess. Oh, it's Rene who's been buying all the tickets. Well, good luck. Good luck. Again, don't go too crazy. The best time, again, for when we do the next one, is to get in early. Because if you get in early, you can get lots of bonus tickets free. So if you buy, I can't remember what I said it as now. I think it's if you bought like 20 tickets, you get extra 20 and so on and so forth. So it improves your chances. You get free entries. J.A. Gray says, hi Darren, watch your Yamaha video early. Always enjoyed the guitar reviews. I'm glad somebody's enjoying them. Again, they don't really do very well. I don't think a lot of what I do does very well because we're in a strange phase of YouTube at the moment where you've got to have an established audience. If you don't have an established audience, it's very hard for you to, kind of maintain the pressure. Again, who knows what the algorithm wants? I do not know. It was a fun video. I'll show. Seeing as there's not a lot happening, I might show you again the people that didn't see the video. I might show you. Let me just have a sip of coffee because I'm frozen. I tell you, that cold weather's just. I was out with the dog and I didn't go for a long one tonight because I'm just feeling it. I was like, oh, let's get back. So we had a short one. I normally go a bit further, but it's not treating me right this cold weather, and I don't know if it's just getting old or whether it's the diabetes. I certainly know that my blood sugars are a lot higher in the winter. They tend to shoot up a bit. Mind you, I get a bit hungrier. It's easier to starve yourself in the summer than it is in the winter. So I don't like it. I don't like this time of year. I wish it was warmer. Over says, "Hi Darren, listen to the First Time Funny Guy by Peter Gabriel. I loved it. Reminds me of just how good Peter was." Andrew says, "Hi Darren, I'm in. Good." And Gray adds, "I've never been cold like I've been these past few years. Again, it must be age. What do you reckon? It must be just age, because I don't know. I mean, when I was young, I used to quite like the winter, because again, the season's passing, and the winter, the coldness on your cheek and that freshness, kind of made you feel invigorated, made you feel alive. But now, every year just seems to make me feel worse." And they keep saying how warm. Oh, it's the warmest year on record. The fucking winters aren't getting any warmer. That's not how it works. But yeah, it's just. And this place is drafty. I don't like it. There's a draft. Nice and toasty in bed though. I like that. Andrew says, "It's freezing cold here. Under two duvets are still cold. Roll on summer." Indeed. I feel your pain. I really do. I mean, last night I've been trying to be a good boy, going to bed early because of my insomnia and everything. And though I think I've got over Christmas, so it's kind of faded away somewhat. It always builds towards the end of the year. I don't even think about it now. Now it's just there. It's just like in my subconscious mind. And but the last couple of nights, because it's been so cold, I'm so cold I can't sleep. But then I drift off, But I have to have it over, because unless I get one of those little hats, little nightcap, my head gets cold, so I have to pull the duvet right over my head. Pity me. It's rotten. But again, there are people elsewhere who have much lower temperatures, don't they? Wasn't it Finland? They had -20 the other day. So what we're going through is nothing to them. So again, it's all relative, I guess. It's all a bit relative. Alex says, "I like the winter, but my hands don't. My hands get very cold. I had to wear gloves even in the house this afternoon." Exactly. Grace says, "Get some official download nightcaps ordered. They're big sellers." No, don't know about doing that. I don't think the merch people do those kind of things. It's all t-shirts and nonsense like that. So if I did, I'd have twat written on them, and that will go down well. Ooh. How are we doing? 20 people in. It's warming up. Nicely. Remember, what do you want to talk about? Help me out here, because I got nothing. I need your help. I mean, crikey, it's the... Rene says, "No rain. I'm starting to miss it." You're missing the rain? I guess that's one way of looking at it. Have you had any snow? Because snow is the big thing they keep going on about. And they're threatening more snow. Oh, more snow. Hell. Lucky we had a few flakes the other day, yesterday afternoon, and thankfully it passed over, because Snow's great, only when you don't have to go out in it. And Andrew, he's remembering David's soul. Well, already done that on the Twits, so don't need to do that here, mate. Remember, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. It's good, that. Just about, mind. Just about. Cyrus is in. He says, how about covering your face like Gabriel? That'll keep you. What? When does he cover his face? What does he? Was he wear? You wear a balaclava these days? That ought to keep you a little warm. Gabriel doesn't cover his face. Well, you're not like a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. Andrew says, I always like Starchy and Hutch. I love Starchy and Hunch too. Of course, there was two, wasn't there? There was two themes for Starsky and Hutch. There was the more serious one, and then there was the more funky one. Were they both done by Lalo Schifrin? Who remembers Lalo Schifrin? Do you know what? He's still going. Bloody hell. He done Mission Impossible, Bullet, Enter the Dragon, Voyage of the Damned, Eagle Atlantic, Amityville Horror. He did loads of stuff. Look at his discography now. Has it got soundtracks? He also did Dirty Harry. That was a good one. Man from Uncle. So, Planet of the Apes. And who could forget Sparky's Magic Piano? There we go. It's all Lalo Schifrin. Oh, he means like in the album sleeves. So that's with his own hands. I can't walk around with my hands over my face. I'm going to see where I'm going. And she says, Huggy Bear. Who Loves You, Baby? Oh no, that's the wrong one, isn't it? That's the wrong one. Grace says there are 4 themes. Oh, my mistake. Though the 4th was a version of the 2nd, so there were 3 then. Renee says, I received my new monitor. It's very thin, very nice screen, 27 inch. If you're going to have one, 27 inches is what I've got. I've got one of those Apple ones, those fancy Apple ones. Because yeah, I went Mac Mini, didn't I? I got it via the old Apple refurb, and same with the monitor. Again, the monitors are really expensive, but I wanted a matching monitor because it's Apple, you know, it all talks to each other rather nicely, and I wanted the same kind of monitor that I had with my 27-inch iMac, because, you know, and this was a refurbed screen as well. Bit of a saving on it. Bit of a saving, just one connection. They're discussing which one was Hutch. Yeah, the blonde one. That's right, the blonde one. He was also in, of course, Salem's Lot. Probably a show that terrified many a young child in the late 70s. That was a Stephen King adaptation. I don't know if you can remember that one. Remember, there's only 11 minutes left to enter the raffle. I feel like I should be doing a meat raffle. No, That's a peculiarly British thing, meat raffle. I don't know. Imagine that in America they might have. But yeah, he had a good innings, I suppose. So, but yeah, he did a lot of music after that and musicals. He even played Jerry Springer in Jerry Springer the Opera. So yeah, pretty versatile character. Made his home in England, I believe. And just, can't you just give it to me? No, of course I can't. That wouldn't be fair, would it? If you got the prize and you didn't enter the competition, that's not how it works. Cyrus says, as much as I want a new Mac, at the same time I'm not looking forward to spending the time going through the whole process of getting the right one for me and moving all my files onto the new one. Oh, it's really easy, Cyrus. You just use a hard drive and do Time Machine. Just back up onto Time Machine, get the Mac, plug in Time Machine. It's all done in a couple of hours, especially now because it's all SSD. It's like it's easy. It's the easiest thing ever. And if you're an old fart whose life is running out, Mac's the way to go. It's better than pissing around with Windows PCs, which I did for the first 40 years of my life, and not anymore. Like I said, when I hit 40, I went back to Mac. Well, I didn't go back to Mac. Well, I used Macs. Crikey, I used Macs in the early 90s when I was at university. And in those days, the things were awful. You'd have to Control S everything every 5 seconds because they would crash without warning. And when they crashed, they didn't come back. But yeah, I made the move. Simon says, just one more thing. That was Columbo indeed. Grace says, I met one of the guys from Dexys who told me that the band played a gig in a working men's club around the time of Come On Eileen, and their set was interrupted by the MC doing the meat raffle. Exactly, it's a peculiarly British thing, the meat raffle, often at weekends. Maybe that's the next one, eh? And so I also need to mention there's also the time I need to spend on the work I need to do. Well, again, the problem is finding that space to do the upgrade or the update isn't there. There's always that thing, and it's timing. Timing is everything. But the Macs are probably the easiest thing to upgrade or move over to, because if you've got an iCloud account and the Time Machine thing set up, it's just a matter of putting in your credentials and letting it do its thing. It takes a Mac. Again, when I did it with this new one, because it's SSD, it was pretty quick. It was all done pretty quick. Oh, but again, if you're using, I thought again for me, because I use a lot of plugins and stuff for audio. You have to re-register stuff. That can be a grind. That can be a little bit boring. But sometimes it's good to have a clear out. Get rid of the plugins that you don't use, etc. So, God, this is a boring one. This is, isn't it? Oh, only 7 minutes left. It's exciting, isn't it? We need a countdown clock. That's what we need. A countdown clock in the corner of the screen. There we go. Just under 7 minutes to get your entry in. Just 7 minutes. Oh, the excitement is building and is palpable. Isn't it exciting? Oh, there's no dog in here. Can't do dog cam. That's a shame, isn't it? Isn't that a shame? But yeah. But it looks like the next one will be Genesis. It'll be a Genesis giveaway. And it'll probably be... No, I can't do dog cam. She's not in the room. Just says, SSD is my favourite improvement in computer stuff in a few years. It is. It's like... it's just light years. It's just... From mechanical hard drives to SSDs is just ridiculous. You really do notice the difference. Everything is, zippy. It's funny because the missus's business work computer had to be replaced because, oh, it's really dumb. One of the Adobe things, I can't remember which one it was, Adobe publishing thing, whatever, desktop publishing, I don't know what they call it these days. I remember what it was called, PageMaker or whatever it was called. Anyway, that was a long time ago. It was no longer compatible. She needed the newest version. It wasn't compatible with the version of Mac OS she was running, and it wouldn't run the new version because it's it's like 11 years old or 10 years old. So she had to get a new Mac. The company has to send a new Mac. I had to set it all up for her and everything. It wasn't a big deal. I was the IT guy for the morning, and I got it all set up for her. The thing is you can use various nefarious ways of getting Sonoma running on old Macintosh computers, hardware. I've got it on a laptop that's just at my feet here. I got this MacBook Pro from about 11 years ago, an i7 one for, it was 120 quid from Cash Converters. I love Cash Converters. And I upgraded it, put an SSD in it, and it runs Sonoma, and it's really zippy, and I can do guitar shit on it and everything. I likes it. Use Open Core Legacy, I think it's called. Again, you got to know what you're doing, but it's once it works, it's pretty good. And I said to the missus, I could have just run that, and the company wouldn't need to buy a new computer. And it's annoying because, Mac. Apple products, whether it's a Mac or an iPhone, has obsolescence built in, and it's really annoying. They should do like a light LITE version of the operating systems, so old machines can still work, still continue. And it irritates me that they make you upgrade, especially when they go on about saving the planet and the whales. What the dolphins are going to do, when these machines out there are perfectly capable of running. Not everyone's doing video editing, because that's what you need all the horsepower for, is video editing or live streaming like this. If you're doing desktop publishing, or crikey, even just Word or whatever, as long as you get access to your email and you can move text around, that should be enough. But they won't do that. And I think that's irresponsible. And the same with the phones. That really irritates me, when the phones go up the swanny and the batteries start to develop a fault and start to die, and it's like, oh god, let's buy another iPhone. It's like, I don't want to. I want it to last for 10 years. But then they stopped making it compatible with the latest operating system, which isn't good. So I'm moaning about Apple. What's that all about? So it says, Time Machine no longer takes up your storage space if you use an iCloud account. I think you can use iCloud, but it's, if you want like your passwords and all that stuff, you can actually save stuff like your documents into the cloud. So if you've got like documents you're working on, you can put them in a folder and that can go into the cloud, and then you can upload and download them. Or my tip is to have an SSD. I don't know how big your home drive is. I always use an external SSD to use as Time Machine. And then when it comes to updating or whatever, you just unplug it and then plug it into the machine, and it just goes whoop. It literally is like an hour, not even that. I think it wasn't even half an hour to set up this one, and it was really fast. SSD is just blazingly fast these days. Andrew says, heard someone say Porcupine Tree is the next Pink Floyd. I don't think so. No one said that. I don't think anyone's ever said that. Have they? Oh, here we go. We're coming down now. If you want to get a ticket, time is running out. You've got 1 minute, 40 seconds. 1 minute, 40 seconds. There you go. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? I don't know what's going to happen next. This is the first time I've used this website. So I'm hoping it's all fairly simple, that they choose the winner and then I get their address and I can just pop this in the post and it's all sorted. And then I can list the new one Oh, it's ticking down, everyone. It's ticking down. I have to check my email, see who the winner is. We'll make the announcement. Or should I? Or should I? I don't know. Shall I use their real name or shall I use an alias? I won't know what their YouTube name is. This is it. This is it. It's ticking down. 40 seconds. Oh, quick! Buy some more tickets, quick! You want to be in with a chance. You want to be in with a chance. 30 seconds. I mean, if it's Rene, it's going to look like it's a fix, isn't it? If Rene wins. But I do not pick the winner. It's all done by this. It's all done by this other site. So, like I said, you can't blame me. Oh, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's all over. The draw will take place shortly. All tickets are being verified. It's ended. Oh, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? Wow. It's being verified. Does it announce it on the page, or I wonder what happens? I wonder what happens. Wonder how long it takes to work out who the winner is. Does it take a long time? I'm just checking my email to see if it's already been decided. No, there's nothing in the email. I've got a feeling this might take a bit of time. How long does it take to finish? Come on, how long does it take to draw a raffle? I thought it would just end and it'll done. Oh well, we'll have to come back to that. That's a bit boring, isn't it? I was hoping I could announce the winner tonight. Oh, boring. Boring. Oh well. Renee says, have you seen the Porcupine Blu-ray? Which Porcupine Tree Blu-ray? What, the new one? Certainly not. It's the biggest load of horse shit ever. Seriously, what? Really? Really? You think I'm going to watch that shit? I don't get it. I did get a very good message the other day. Hovey says it takes minutes to verify on Google. Okay. Minutes, eh? Well, we'll come back in a few minutes and see. I'll keep checking me. I'll check my email. You know, I'll keep refreshing my email to see if anything happens. 10 minutes. Okay. Well, we'll give it 10 minutes. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's all exciting. So yeah, we did a poll. We did a poll on what the next one should be, the group it should be, and the answers. There's been 106 votes. If only there was 106 entrants, eh? But it's Genesis. You want Genesis, so I'm going to get Genesis box set in. There's only one Genesis box set I can get for new at the moment, and that is the one I've got up there. Where did I put it? Oh shit! What did I do with it? It's around here somewhere. Wait a minute. Oh. Whoa! Headphones nearly knocked my coffee cup over. How unprofessional! This happens when you have everything draped and balanced precariously on top of each other. Where is it? It's up here. Oh, mind. Very carefully lift it. So yeah, what we'll do is I'm going to get one of these in and give one of these away. Somebody said about doing a vinyl giveaway. Now, I'm not confident that everyone wants vinyl. That's it. And that's why I'm going to stick with CD or DVD or whatever, or Blu-ray. I'm going to stick with optical media for the time being. Unless I do 2 raffles and do one for vinyl and one for CD. Because if you do a first and second prize, you can have them arguing over who wants CD, who wants vinyl. You know, vinyl could be seen as a booby prize or a second runners-up prize. I don't know how you can do that. Again, it gets a bit complicated, isn't it? When you I don't know, why is everything so complicated? Renee says, well, I'm having trouble with the bank account. Aborted transfer. Well, you should have done it a bit sooner, Renee. You should have done it a bit sooner. You can't leave it till half an hour before the draw closes. You've had a fortnight, mate. A whole fortnight. No? Okay. Yeah, sorry. Oh, ended. Wait a minute. View winner. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Winner. Oh, tickets are being verified. Oh. Oh dear. What does it mean, tickets are being verified? What does that mean? Why are tickets being verified? Are there fake tickets? But yeah, there was a lot of tickets sold. In total, there was 179 tickets sold. But there were 343 tickets. Right? So I've got a feeling one of the early birds is in with a strong chance of winning, because again, if you're an early bird, you get a lot of free tickets for your outlay, so bear that in mind next time. There will be ticket packages again, so get in early in the first 3 days and you'll be able to. Andrew says vinyl for me. Well, you would say that. You would say that, you troublemaker. Rennie says, tried several days, went all wrong. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm still waiting for them to tell me who the winner is. It just says tickets are being verified. That doesn't help anyone. I want to know now. Oh, I can see who's taken part. Oh, I can see. I can see the entrance, and I do recognise some names on this list. I know at least one of them. I know one of them is in the chat room tonight. Oh, and I know that fella. That's my Finnish friend, and there's my Brazilian friend. And I know that name too, and that name. It's good to see. Oh, and I definitely know that name, and that name. He's in the chat room tonight as well. So there are some people. It's good to see, and oh god, there's a name I haven't seen in a long time. So yeah, it's really good that you've taken part. 519 tickets issued in total. So. That's good. So I'm just waiting to see. God, it's waiting for a winner to accept. Oh, there is a winner. There is a winner. I can announce the winner. It's my Finnish friend. Here he is. Now this look again. It's not a con, honest. It's Jari Schroederus is the winner, and he purchased 30 tickets. Now I imagine that he probably got a few free ones in there. Oops, I've just accidentally shown his email address. Shit. got a bit excited there. Oh, bugger. I'm going to have to edit out the live stream. Ignore that. Ignore that. But we have a winner. I didn't realise he's live. I should have just... You're an arsehole, Darren. I know. Sorry, Jari. But I don't think anyone's noticing. So, yeah, I will be in touch for your postal address. And I will get that out to you. Here we go. Have I got his postal address here? Log in. Navigate to ref Andy section winner. How do I do? What do I do? Right. Okay. And then I've just got to get his postal address and send it to him. So there you go. That's really cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to, like I say, I'm going to get a copy of this. And or should I do the vinyl as well? I could do the both, but I don't know how I do it on that. I'll have to have a look into how I can do that. Will you fight over first and second prize? Because I could do it as first, but then you'd have to agree. What if you both want the vinyl? Oh, it's complicated. Anyway, well done. And yeah, Jez and everyone and Fasano, all you people that took part, thank you for taking part in that. And yeah, we'll see if we can keep this going, because I like this. This is fun. This is exciting, and it paid for the Toll box set, and also it's going to pay for the next one. So result, it's working. I was really worried it wasn't going to work. So good one that, and we will do that. I'll order that now, even though I haven't got the money yet. I'm confident that raffle will pay out. I've got a wheeze. Where is it? Let's go to order it. Let's order the... I thought I had it in my basket. Whoops. Everyone loves Genesis. Or maybe we could do a runner-up prize. I tell you, they've got a lot of these dubious Genesis bootlegs that we could run with. What do you reckon? Shall I do? Forget the box set. Let's do a sack full of Genesis bootlegs from Amazon instead. That's terrible. I can't do that. Just see if there's anything else that could be worth getting. Okay. Okay, I'll do that one. I'll just get that one in. Righty ho. Andrew says, that's cheeky. What's cheeky? I don't understand. What's cheeky? What have I done? What have I done wrong? What, you mean the bootleg? Oh, I'm not going to do that. I don't think anybody would want a load of bootlegs, will they? To basket. And we'll go to basket. And we'll check that out. And Mr. Barley card can pay for that. Boink. Oh, the bootleg. Well, I'm not going to do that. That was a joke. I would never buy bootlegs, you know that. And that's it. Right, so I've bought a copy of BBC Broadcasts on CD, and that will be the next prize. I've just got to set up the raffle, and I'll do a video. I'll do an announcement video, probably be tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. I mean, I could do it now, but you don't really want to watch me sit here do the thing. But yeah, we can do that tomorrow, and that will run for a fortnight. Would you reckon another fortnight, or shall I do it a bit longer? I don't know. Advice. Every fortnight or every month? What would work better? I think every fortnight. I think we should, we should get like a little thing going. It gives us something to look forward to. What do you reckon? I don't know. I'm throwing it out to the floor. What do you reckon? 1 a month or 2 a month? Because this is working. Yeah. This is working. This worked. And it's a little bit of fun. And again, if we get more people involved, like I said, I want to get a bigger prize, ideally. I'm working up to a bigger prize. So, yeah. 2 a month, okay. Fortnight is about right, says Paul. Okay. I thought that'd be good. That'd be good fun. Gives everyone a chance to, get on board. Like I say, you got 3 days because it's the raffle. Raffle do that, the early bird thing. They give you just like 3 days. I don't think you can extend that, and that's where you want to get in because you get the free entries. Yeah, and that's what we'll do. We'll do that then and have a bit of fun with it. Yeah. Everyone's agreeing a fortnight. Okay. God, this is good. I feel like we're doing something a bit positive. This is good. I thought YouTube was done, but we can have a bit of fun with this and see if we can get some good stuff. Like I say, I've got some ideas for some other prizes, and there's some good things out there to pick up. It's just getting them in it. It's just getting them in and shipping them out. And I know this one's going to Finland, so that's going to be good. I must have shipped to Finland in the past. I wonder if I've sent a CD over to. Worsley said I was being offered free entries this evening. Oh, it weren't me. I wasn't doing it. That's good to know. That must have been them doing it. So there you go. It says here, waiting for one winner to accept. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I should read the email properly, shouldn't I? But anyway, I imagine that Mr. Schroeder is in bed at the moment because he's probably an hour or so ahead of us. And I'll pop him a message on Facebook because we're Facebook people. So that's good. You'll be excited by that. Oh, it means he doesn't know he's won yet. Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. This is the first time I've used this system. I was a bit worried about using it because, again, there's all these websites out there, and you want one that's legit. And I like the idea that they kind of handle it all, and it takes all the heat off of me if people say, oh, you fixed it or whatnot. I haven't. They've drawn the winner. They handle the cash, and I just sit here and send the prize out. And that sounds like they take 10%. Mind, they've done well out of this. They've earned about a tenner out of this. I think about that. I'd imagine. So yeah, I think that worked out really well. Very, very positive, and yeah, very good. Okay, well, like I said, I imagine that he's probably in bed. I'll wake him up on Facebook. No, I won't do that. Okay, well, that was good. That was a result, wasn't it? That was fun. And we'll keep this going because there's lots of things out there. Ovi says the entrant has to verify his email after he's bought tickets on the raffle website. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys know what's going on because I don't. I'll just ask you lot what's going on. Oh no. Oh dear. The myth of me being, knowing everything is, the veneer is being chipped away that I know absolutely nothing. I know nothing. I just sign up for these weird things because I think it's going to be fun. It is fun. It's a bit of fun. I think it's great. I think it worked. I like it when things work. I really do. That was a good one, that. And she's run up, gets the bootlegs. I could do a runners up prize, couldn't I? We could do that. I could do that for the Genesis one. I could get some Genesis bootlegs in. I don't know how people would feel about that though. Could be funny. Let me have a look. There are so many of them. I'm looking at this. It's ridiculous that they're allowed to do this these days. Again, if you've been around a long time, you remember when bootlegs were just, they were unheard of. You certainly wouldn't see them on Amazon. But I mean, even Burning Shed hosts this stuff. They have the Pink Floyd ones up, and this is absolutely bonkers. Oh, that'd be a good follow-up prize. Shane says they have meat raffles in Australia. Well, I think we've taken it over. You know what we're like. I think a lot of our British, Australian, New Zealand, and Canadian culture overlaps because of all that empire building we did. Back in the good old days. That's what happened. That's what really happened. We'll have to think about that. There are so many naughty bootlegs on Amazon. It's obscene. It's obscene. So that was good. But yeah, we'll get the next one lined up. I'll announce that tomorrow. Keep your eye out. I'll do a video and with a linky so you can all sign up for that. And we'll keep this trainer rolling and have a bit of fun with it, yeah? Good. What should we talk about now? Oh, someone was talking about guitars. Should we talk about, yeah, if you haven't seen it, there's a video on my other channel about a guitar, because I saw this guitar and I'm gonna dazzle you with it. If you're feeling sleepy, I'm gonna show you something that's gonna dazzle you and wake you up. Alright? Give me a moment. I'm just going to put my mug over there in case I knock it off the table again. Oh. A long time ago, he said, whoops, God, I'm not with it tonight. I'm banging everything with my elbows. A long time ago, when I was a young man, I guess I'd have been about 21. Yeah, when I was 21, I did a little bit of work for Macmillan Publishing. It was part of my work experience, I think it was. Part of my degree in publishing. and they gave me a cheque. They gave me some money. It was nice of them. They didn't have to. I hustled. I was a bit of a hustler back then, and I bought a guitar because, you know, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed in all the years. I bought a guitar, and I bought a Yamaha guitar. Now I do have pictures of me with it, but I can probably find one. I'll just fill in whilst I'm looking for said picture, because my archives are very well organised, and I can usually find a picture very easily. Was that the picture? Was that the picture? Yeah, that's the picture. So I bought. Where is OBS? Here it is. I bought this guitar. He said, "This guitar here, look. That's me back in the day." And that's my. I don't know if you noticed. It's a Roger Dean design. Yeah, this was the Yamaha RGX FP. Sorry, 121 FP -R. I couldn't find the -R, but I found this one instead. This is the standard just FP, and FP stands for faceplate, because there's a plastic plate on it which you can remove, and you can customize said guitar with anything. And I found one. I found this very one on Cash Converters, because I love Cash Converters, from roughly about 1992. I guess it would be. I think they ran from about 92 to 94, and it's a bit of a super strat. But I found this because I wanted to do a little video about my first guitar. I couldn't find a Columbus Les Paul. They're harder to find. They're out there, but they're not the one that I had. There's like sunburst ones, and I've got to find a black one. And that was technically my first guitar, but I bought that second hand for oh god, how much was it? 50, 70 pounds, I think it was, from the guitar shop in Walthamstow. Alan Marshall. I think that was what it was called. Anyway, got that second hand. But this is my first hand guitar. Not my first hand guitar was actually a bass, but this is my first hand guitar, which isn't a bass. It's complicated, isn't it? Not this one. This is like the one, similar to the one. So I did a little video about that on my other channel. So I got it in and I cleaned it up because it was in a filthy condition, because nobody looks after their guitars. I don't think anyone does. Alan Harwood didn't, and whoever had this didn't look after it either. And so what I did is I got it in, cleaned it up, and thought, how can I decorate it? How can I decorate it? And I thought, well, I could go to my Roger Dean book and scalpel out some more pages and, you know, hack away at it. But I thought, no, I'm not going to do that, because I've already nicked a double page spread out of that book. And the funny thing was, I thought I'd actually kept it, the template, but obviously I didn't. It's really odd. I thought I kept it, but I couldn't find it. I bet it will turn up. I bet it's inside another book somewhere. But anyway, I'm getting off the point. So I got this in, and I thought, well, how can I decorate it? And then I started thinking about Amazon, my other friend Amazon, and they have all these kind of holographic materials on there. And I thought, I'll get myself some holographic material. And so what I did is I made this. Look at that. Look, it's holographic vinyl. It's got a bit bubbly, funny enough. It wasn't meant to look like that. It was meant to lay flat, but because it's vinyl and under the faceplate, it's kind of wrinkled up for some reason. It was flat when I put it on it, but a few days in and it's kind of gone like this. But I kind of like it because it makes it cut a pattern, and it really catches the light. Look at that. Isn't that cool? This is a Super Strat. So it's a bit of a heavy metal guitar. Now I bought my original one for 150, and I bought this for 150, funny enough, 30 years later. So I don't know if it's held its value. I don't think it has. But yeah, and you can take that plate off, and you can put anything you want underneath. And like I said, it wasn't too bad. There's only a few bonks on it. There's a bonk there, and there's a bonk on the top over here somewhere where my thumb is. But other than that, it's all right. And again, I did some awful sound demonstrations. Sometimes I think my guitar playing's getting worse on the other channel. But it made me realise that for 150 quid back in 1992, I had a pretty good guitar. You know, it was all right. It's all right. It's got a variety of tones and everything, and I was pretty impressed with it. And again, it's funny because I upgraded this to my Fender back in the day, and that was like a step up. And I've played lots of different guitars since then, and very expensive guitars, very cheap guitars. And my heart will always lie down the cheap end of the market. I think cheap guitars can be quite fun, and yeah, I think for the money, I had to put a new arm on it because it was missing its arm, and yeah, and that's what I did with it, and it looks kind of funky. I wasn't going to keep it. I was just going to do the video and sell it on, but then after what I said about eBay, and they're going to report me to the government, you know, because I'm a trader now. Yeah, all right. I'm not a trader. This isn't a business. I don't make any money, and the money I do make, I end up spending on other shit, you know, or paying my bills, you know. So I'm a bit scared to use eBay now. I have to just, I don't know, stand on street corners and hand guitars away. But I don't know, Mrs. Oh, you don't want to get rid of it. You've done such a good job with it. It's like, oh yeah, but you know, the idea was just to get it in, clean it up, do a video, and then pass it on. But it got me thinking about the whole nature of guitars, and you know how sometimes a cheap guitar can be just as good, you know, just as good, and have a vibe to it. Yeah, the pickups are a little bit pony, you know, they're a little bit characterless, a little bit bland. But other than that, it makes the noises, and that's what you want ideally at the end of it. It's the guitar that makes the noises. Ooh, but the neck's pretty good, and the frets are pretty good as well. So yeah, that's a story. So yeah, so that was it. I just thought I'd share that with you. The video's on my other channel if anyone's interested. I suppose I should promote the other channel, shouldn't I? Because, you know, I don't really promote it enough. Which one is it? It's that one. Channel. Yeah, for those of you who aren't in the know, this is my other channel, which is all the music stuff and the silly stuff that I do. It's mainly guitar videos and gibberish like that. So enjoy. It says, I have several bootlegs, all bought in the 80s. The bootlegs were behind the counter at the local shops. Oh, that's where they were. I didn't dare ask. So that's what you are. It was you who was buying them all. Again, a lot of these came from out of Italy, didn't they? A lot of the bootleg scene was Italian, because in Italy they have no concept of the copyright. It's not part of their cultural law, so they don't really care for copyright very much. And seeing as Italy is the home of civilization, maybe we should take a note out of their book. I do not know. But I'm just surprised they've gone so... It shows you how what in a sorry state the music biz TM is in, if bootlegs can be sold willy-nilly And there's an awful lot of them on, like the streamers on YouTube Music every week. You know, it says it's throwing up. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. I didn't want to burst your eardrums. On like YouTube Music, and oh god, I've got to go again. This is pathetic. They just stream them. They just put them up on the streamers. Now I could theoretically, I suppose, do that. I mean, we all could. You can get accounts and just upload this stuff and stream it to the streaming sites. And the music biz doesn't seem to care anymore, and that shows you what a sorry state things are. You know, if nobody cares about these things happening, and it's just all out there. And again, like I say, legitimate artist-led retailers like Burning Shed. You know, I got into a bit of a not a real argument, but I said to them, "That's a bootleg," and I went, "No, it's legit." On one of these like radio broadcast things, which again isn't legit because Pink Floyd. It was a Pink Floyd one. They make a big deal out of it, don't they? When it is legit. So, I don't know. It's a funny old world. Bless me, indeed. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. It's just you can't sneeze on a live stream because it would literally burst eardrums. Because I know some of you do have your headphones in, and I don't want you to start bleeding out of your lug holes as I rupture them with my schnoz. What a horrible thought. So there you go. But again, with Genesis, and I showed you that Genesis site the other week, didn't I? Where you can go there. That's what I don't understand, is you can go and you can access all these bootlegs like for free. You know, you don't have to buy them. You don't have to stream them. You can just get them for nothing. They're out there. But people still buy this stuff. But I guess there must be a market for it. You know, I don't understand it. I'd rather have, you know, a proper release with some liner notes and whatnot. But I've never understood. I understood it more in the oldie days because, again, when the few bootlegs I saw were on vinyl, and they were Floyd. They were Floyd ones, funny enough. And again, pressed independently with independent art. I remember one of my friend bought one. God, that must have been about 85, I think it was, from the local second-hand record shop. And it had, you know, kind of hand printed. Everything had this kind of do-it-yourself feel to it, and it was a live bootleg. And that was the only way you could hear this stuff because no one was playing it on the radio. And I could kind of understood why and how they existed. There was a whole culture. Like Rene said, he had to ask behind the counter for them. Meanwhile, again, I don't know if it happened around your way. Meanwhile, counterfeit cassettes were a massive thing. If you came out of any tube station, again, around where I live, there would always be like a man with a suitcase or a bit of carpet on the ground with a load of cassettes. But these cassettes were all very poorly reproduced, you know, facsimiles of official releases. And yeah, there'd be a varying quality. Some would be black and white photocopies, some would have a bit of colour on them, and you could get so many for £1 or whatnot. And that was like I suppose that's probably my first introduction to proper bootlegging. And again, who remembers the DVD man in the early 2000s? If you ever went into a pub, a little Chinese fella would come around with a bag going, "Who want DVD? Who want DVD?" And he'd have a big bag of DVDs. And at that time, counterfeit DVDs was a bigger industry than drugs. Who'd have thought it, eh? And Andrew says, watch the 3-size live Genesis North American concert on TV. It was good. Yeah, it was good. Renault says there are a lot of broadcast box sets for sale, 456. I think they are SH.IT. Well, again, someone's putting them out there. It'd be interesting to find out who's actually doing these, because they go to the effort of, generating the artwork, getting this stuff pressed. I wonder if they've got like their own factory, to do all this stuff. Go behind the scenes. But there must be money in it, because they keep putting them out there and someone's buying them. But it ain't me. It ain't me. But again, with the old vinyl bootlegs, there was a craft in that, because I had to, again, if you know how you put vinyl together, they had to do the stampers and master it to the vinyl and everything. There was a real art to it. I don't know if you can. I wonder if you can actually sell those on. I don't know if you could even sell those on eBay anymore. Could you? Let's put Pink Floyd bootleg vinyl. Would I get a reply? Would there be a response? No. No. There's no. That's just their. No. That's a shame. I was hoping to find someone on eBay about live. Put live vinyl in, and the word. Oh no! I found one. Here we go. Here we go. This is Montreux, 1970. There you go. Look at that. But this is a modern one, because it's got a barcode and everything. That must be, again, I bet that's available on Amazon. That's not exactly what I was looking at. Ah, here we go. This is the sort of thing you used to find in the record shops, kind of hand printed like that. That's very much like it used to be. So you can get them on the old eBay. And here's another one. This is the wall at Nassau Coliseum in New York. And again, very kind of homespun kind of look to the design. But again, that's what people did back in the day. But there's not that many. Oh, there's another one there. Oh dear. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Bootlegs have gone mainstream. Renee says some bootlegs have awesome covers. They do. Someone says I bought a bootleg copy of Up by PG in a pub from a Chinese lady. I can believe that. Was it on cassette or was it on CD? Andrew says the famous one was the Bob Dylan basement tapes. Yeah, well, again, I don't know. Again, it's like they used to like be big at record fairs and things like that. It'd be like a special section they'd have, like the naughty section at record fairs. Oh dear. Joe, I blame the fans. That's who I blame. He said it was the week it was released. I couldn't wait to go to the shops. Bloody hell. You were keen. I got my copy the week it came out. W.H. Smith's in Romford on cassette. There you go. I think we were on like Whitsun holiday or something like that. And used to get taken. I used to get taken to Romford. I don't know why. It was just like one of those traditions. That and in the summer holidays, Romford, Southend as well in the summer holidays. and that's where I got it. And it was also the same shop that I bought the Lamb, though it wasn't the same time. I don't think I bought them together. I think I bought it the same. No, I couldn't have bought. No, I'd have bought the Lamb before. So obviously, yeah, because I would have got that in about 85. That would have been 85. I got that, and I'd have got so in 86. But it was in the same WH Smiths. There you go. Because they had a good selection. Because selection of tapes up at Stratford, hit and miss. You could always get 3 sides live, but I didn't want that one. And Seconds Out, I didn't want that one either. But you could never get the Lamb on cassette, and that's what I wanted. Alex says, a lot of sites like Coda Records and Juno Records sell lots of bootlegs and radio broadcasts. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I've seen them. They're expensive. I think it's the Coda ones. They have all the coloured vinyl, and again, it's mind-boggling that these. Again, we talked about. I keep talking about it. It's like an obsession. I don't know why. I just think I'm gobsmacked that it's such a thing, because I remember it was being such a naughty back in the day, being such a bad thing. It just shows you how things have changed and nobody really gives a fuck. This is why all these artists are selling their back catalogue, because it's only the old farts who are buying this stuff. And there was that statistic. There's that statistic going around that vinyl sales are up. The highest they've been in, I don't know, 20 years or whatever. And in America, 50% of those who buy vinyl don't own a record player. And you go, well, then what are they doing with the records? Because a lot of records don't even come with a download code, which I think is a bit of a swizz these days, because I know Gabriel did it. Though I don't think there's... Wait a minute. I don't think there's a download code with the new record. Maybe I didn't look properly. But I know when they brought out the rejiggered versions of his older albums on the 45 RPM editions, they came with 24-bit WAV file downloads, which was nice. So you had the best of both worlds. You can listen to the record, or you also got the high-res download as well, which I thought was a good thing, especially if you're buying a top quality product. It's nice to get that download thrown in as well. And I think more, again with records, I think more bands need to do that. You don't get that. Again, Floyd don't do that. And I think that's a bit of a, especially, again, the Who don't do it either. And some of their, I've got a thing to show you. And some of their things are really expensive now. Some of the records are really expensive. But you think at least they'd throw in a download code to keep you happy. I'm going to show you a record. It's the Who again. Oh, for my sins, I've got 3 copies of Who's Next, and that's without the box set that I haven't even opened yet. Right. Firstly, there's the standard copy, which I got for about $6.99 when Universal Music was selling them off. I was selling them off cheap, and then I got this one. This is a version. Of course it is. They're all a version, Darren. But this one's got 2 more records inside it. So look. And this one's, like I said, you've got some liner notes there. I think it's Pete Townsend again. But you've got 2 extra records. One side is the Record Plant Session in New York. One side is the Young Vic Live. Another side is the Young Vic Live. Young Vic Live. So yeah, there you go. That's an odd one, isn't it? That was put out a few years ago. And then there's another copy, but this one is Pete Townshend's Lifehouse demos, and I found this for 30 quid, which really was a fucking bargain. Because some places I've seen this for $89.99, which is obscene. But and it's got the demos, and it's really nice. And I don't think they've been released before, and I really enjoyed them. And I played them to the missus. I got it on Saturday, and because the missus went, "Oh, not another copy of Who's Next." I went, "Hear me out, hear me out." listen here. I went, "I'll have none of your lip." And I played her the demos, and she's like, "I see." And I said, "Can you hear the Pete Townshend's demos? They're really good, aren't they? But they're not the Who, because the Who come in and they all do their little bit, and they Whoify it, you know." And that's what I find fascinating with the Who. And if Townsend puts out his various demos and whatnot, so yeah, that's good. And there's I'll show you the inner bags. There's Pete in his studio. Don't worry. There's no laptop there. There's no laptop. He's not looking at any awful websites. And again, there's more notes there for you to read. So yeah, it's just nice to listen to the. I like his demos. His demos are absolutely remarkable. They're so clean. Again, especially for the time. You know, it's all done in his own home studio. And again, he plays the drums, does the bass, does everything, and he doesn't need the others. He's a bit like McCartney in that respect, though he hasn't got the consistency of McCartney. So yeah, I just find that part of the Who fascinating. I really do, and I'm really glad I managed to pick that up. I wasn't going to, but I saw it and it was a bargain, and I thought, oh well. I've just got to get the San Francisco live one next. I never fucking learn, will I? Never learn. Renee says, nowadays bands bring out official bootlegs. Well, I think that's not a bootleg. Well, no, it's not, is it really? It's not a bootleg at all. No, but why? Even though you say you're focused, you are focused on the background. That's better. The autofocus on this lens is absolutely appallingly bad. Shane says there's a loophole in Australian copyright law in the early to mid 90s where you could purchase unauthorised CDs for $5 to $10. Blimey, I bet once your music biz found out about that, they shut out quick smart. Cyrus says, I'm surprised Eno never made songs for an intimacy album for those sections of the record shop. Yeah. Simon says, you can never own too many copies of Who's Next. I don't know. I think the missus is looking at me with great suspicion. And Cyrus says, so, it's the best you've ever had? Oh, you went there. Well, again, I've still got the big box set, which I haven't even opened. I keep saying I'm going to do an unboxing of it. And it's like, oh, do I have to give it away as a prize, couldn't I? But yeah, I think the Who's Next campaign, their 50th box set thing, is a right pig's ear, especially with the vinyl, because trying to think, there's the picture disc, there's the coloured vinyl, there's the vinyl that's half speed mastered, there's the Pete Townsend demo edition, and then there's the San Francisco live edition. So there's 5 different, maybe. Oh no, there's also a coloured vinyl. Did I mention the coloured vinyl? Oh, picture disc. Did I mention the picture disc? There's about 6 different editions of the vinyl, which I think is overkill. And you're going to see the picture disc has already been reduced to about 20 quid. I haven't bought that one. I don't really care much for picture discs. You know, they're all right to look at, but you know, I want to play this. I want to play the thing. I don't want to necessarily stare at it. You know, and I think it's overkill. I think they really did a bit of a boo-boo. And I think with the demos and the live one, they could have put that into a deluxe vinyl set, you know. and put it out there, but it would have cost a bleeding fortune. So yeah, so it's all a bit. I think they futzed that up a bit. Sorry says, you feel Who's Next would have been better off as Lifehouse? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if the band believed in it, if it could have been resolved. It's a bit like the Lamb in that respect. It's this grand, again, for those who don't know, you probably all know because you probably know more about it than I do. It's this grand concept, and they just couldn't hammer it out. And this is Pete Townsend talking about the grid, where kids are connected via headsets, and it's 1970, and he's trying to explain this concept to people. People are going, what? So people will put headsets on, and they'll be connected to each other on this massive grid kind of network, and they'll live a life that's separate from their own, on like in a make-believe world. And he goes, yeah, that's the concept. You go, that sounds like a load of bollocks. And then it came to pass. It's a good bit of sci-fi reality there. But I don't know. Again, Who's Next? The album. The good thing about those songs is you don't necessarily know they're from a concept album. You know, they kind of stand on their own. You know, and that's what makes them interesting. Now, you couldn't do that with. I'm trying to think of other concept albums like The Lamb. We'll go there. You couldn't necessarily pull out one of the songs. I'm trying to think. Back in New York City might be able to work as a standalone because it hasn't got too much of a narrative in there. You might have to tweak the chorus, but you know, a lot of the songs on that are narrative driven and don't really, you know, lend themselves to, you know, being standalone or being put on another record, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Not necessarily standalone, but being put on another record. You go, well, what's that? What's he going on about, Brother John? What's that all about? You know, whereas they work on this context. So it's clever, but again, has there been a Lifehouse? There must have been. They must have done like a Lifehouse album where all the tracks, all the demos are put in or sequenced in order. I don't think that happens on the box set. I don't think that's a thing. I think it's just all the material is there for you to kind of pick through. So you know, it kind of is what it is, isn't it? Really. Renee says it's night time. Yeah, bedtime again. Yep, it is. It's getting late. It is. I've done an hour and a half, and I'm feeling a bit dry. Again, I'm going to do the YouTube thing and say, please hit the like button. Let's give a little bit of love to the live stream, or hate. You can do a thumbs down if you want. It's all engagement. It all helps the algorithm. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stop now because I'm getting a bit. Hopefully you've had fun. Is this fun? I don't know. We've done another one. It's another Tuesday night under our belt as we march into 2024. It's the second one in. Blimey O'Reilly. We've only got another 50 to do. Really? When you think of it like that, it becomes a bit scary, doesn't it? Cyrus says, latest box set carries all the tracks sequenced in the Lifehouse Chronicles. Oh, see, I've got to open it. I've not even opened it. I knew that. He pretends to know. He doesn't. I just put it on the shelf. I was like, I'll deal with that. I've had it for about a month. I'm terrible. I'm really terrible. Oh dear. Andrew says, nighty night, thumbs up. And to you, sir. Cyrus says, I have to get back to work myself. Trying to have good fun with your work. Renner says, always fun. Thank you. Always fun indeed. Thank you. And he's given me the pink hand, says Andrew. Good one. Yeah, we'll do this all again next time. Keep your eye out. I'll try and do some more video content on the channel. I should really do something about these records, shouldn't I? I should do my Who collection or something. and show you my Who records. You'd like that. But I've showed you them all anyway. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. That's another Tuesday night live stream, another music club done. Again, thanks to everyone who took part in the raffle. There will be another one along soon. And again, this is all up to you lot. I'm merely a conduit. It's like this. I'm merely a conduit, and we direct each other, as it were. And thank you. I'm very grateful for it. And yeah, remember, if you can't be good, be safe. But more importantly, don't tell your mother. Night night.